Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy, comes you out the brand new video. Before we get into the video, man, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on this video. And now without further ado, let's get into the video. So today we're going to talk about the Lakers offseason, the moves that they have made, the moves that they should have made, and the moves that they, should do and haven't done yet. So without further ado, let's just talk about what the Lakers have done so far in the offseason. So they re-signed LeBron James to the max he could sign for. They re-signed Max Christie to a 4-year, $32 million deal. They picked up Cam Reddish's option. They picked up D'Angelo Russell's options. So they did all those things. They let go of Darvin Ham. They brought in J.J. Redick, also LeBron James' coach. So there's a lot of things that the Lakers have done, in terms of roster continuity. They brought back all their players, which is a great thing. There's definitely no question about that. That's a great thing. However, did they get better in any of the categories? Did they get better? LeBron James is getting a year older. Anthony Davis is getting a year older. D'Angelo Russell is getting a year older. Cam Reddish, everybody's getting a year older. Although they did sign Dalton Connect. They just drafted Dalton Connect, which I gotta give them props for. That was a good pickup. They signed Bronny James also. They picked him up with the second to last pick in the NBA draft, or the third. I think it was like the 55th pick. I think. So that was also, they got younger in a sense. Okay, I get that. But the Lakers were the 7th seed. They had to fight through the play-in to get to the 7th seed. And then they got gentlemen swept by the Denver Nuggets, 1-4. So they basically brought back the entire team. They didn't sign anybody new. They let go of Taurean Prince. And, they didn't bring anybody new to help them win. So if they got gentlemen swept in the first round, LeBron is getting older. Anthony Davis, their top 2 scorers, are getting much older. Anthony Davis had a career year in games played all the way back till his Pelican days. So that's why, we know how injury prone Anthony Davis is, and him playing the most in a long time. I don't expect that to happen again. So him, playing the most amount of games, them being the 7th seed, them losing in the first round. LeBron James is 40 years old now. So what exactly happened? In my opinion, the Lakers did not do anything. Like, they just brought back their guys. They signed a couple of rookies. Nice. Is Dalton Connect going to be enough of a pickup to make them go farther in the playoffs? I don't believe so. Dalton Connect, great player. I think he's still like a year or 2 years away from being really impactful for the Lakers. Bronny James, 55th overall pick. He might spend half the time in the G League. He is going to play on the NBA court. We know that. He is LeBron James' son, so he's definitely touching the NBA court this season. And will Bronny James' minutes actually help the Los Angeles Lakers? Because we know he's going to play. LeBron and Bronny are going to spend time on the court to become the first father-son duo, for the politics, for the legacy. That's cool and all. But will those minutes actually help the Lakers? I don't believe so. Bronny James is a good player, but he's still a very while away from being an impactful player. He's a good defender, solid defender. But the 3 in the Summer League looked terrible. Couldn't really create much off the dribble. His defense looked good to okay to average. It wasn't elite like how we expected it to be. But it was Summer League, so it was pretty jitters and first time playing in a competitive setting like that. I understand that. That's cool. But I just don't see with Bronny James being that impactful right away to help the Los Angeles Lakers. Neither do I see with Dalton Connect. Cam Reddish, I think, is a bum. I don't think he's a good player at all. He doesn't play. He plays terrible basketball IQ. Is only good in the passing lanes. He can't guard his man one-on-one in most situations. Christian Wood, solid backup big man. But I think, he lost his minutes throughout the season when he got picked up. And we heard, we saw them subtweets on Twitter. And, LeBron James is 40 years old, like I keep mentioning. Anthony Davis played the most amount of games in the last couple of years. Although he was amazing, top 5 defensive player of the year candidate. 26 points, like 8-9 rebounds, almost 2 blocks a game. Like, Anthony Davis held it down a lot. I got to give Anthony Davis props. As much as I like to shit on Anthony Davis for being as injury prone and picking up as knick-knack injuries, he played out his mind last season. I think he played 75 or 70 games out of the 82, which for Anthony Davis standards is amazing. Like that's very, very, very good. Even in regular league standards, that's very, very good. 75 games out of 82, that's pretty good. Not to mention a guy like D'Angelo Russell. We see the type of player D'Angelo Russell. He's so inconsistent. He'll give you a stretch of good games where he'll average like 20, 10, like 4, 5 rebounds. Make everybody like he'll look like a top 3 scoring option, and then he'll go like another a month-long stretch and just look like an average backup role player. So. And that's their starting point guard. D'Angelo Russell, their starting point guard. I think, Austin Reeves is a pretty good player. He's going to give you like 15, like 4 or 5 assists, like 3 to 4 rebounds. Play solid-ish defense, stay in front of his man. He's gonna be the number 2 option. Not the number 2 option, but he's going to be that shooting guard next to a D'Angelo Russell. I think LeBron is at the 4, or they're going to slide him down to 3, put Anthony Davis at the 4. They might put Christian Wood at the 5, or might slide Anthony Davis to the 5 spot, put LeBron at the 4, and like a guy like Ruchi Hachimura, as you can see on the screen. That was a good pickup. I like that pickup low key. A full year of just learning how to play with the Lakers in their play style and their playbook. I think Rui Hachimura can have a very, very good season for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think he can really step up and be that 3rd, 4th scoring option behind LeBron James, Anthony Davis, maybe like a D'Angelo Russell. I think Christian Wood can have a great year playing with JJ Redick. I think the entire key to this offense is going to be on what JJ Redick, does. I think if he's the one that can unlock like a 5-out, space the floor type of offense, I think that could work, because we know the type of player, JJ Redick was a very, very, elite 3-point shooter. So I think he's going to definitely implement, ways to get more like 3-point scoring, 3-point ability out there. And I think it could be very, very interesting to see. The Lakers also got like, young guys like Jalen Hood-Schifino, who didn't get much playing time, but I think he could be, a solid-ish player, a solid role player off the bench, come in, play like 10, 15 minutes, get you, just set up the flow. So for, guys like LeBron James or Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell take, a little bit of time off the ball and like, just score. One potential move that I think the Lakers should have, looked into, and I think they did look into, was the Jeremy Grant of the Portland Trailblazers. Now, we know the Portland Trailblazers are in a full rebuild, so they're looking to get off all the big contracts and get off, guys like Jeremy Grant and those type of players. And I think the Lakers did have some sort of, trade package available. I think they could have given up Rui Hachimura, a Christian Wood, a Max Christie, maybe one of the Dalton Connect. I don't think Bronny James is getting traded until LeBron is still on the team. But a Jalen Hood-Schifino could have been in that. I think that makes the money work, and I think that could have been something. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Jeremy Grant, big 3. Could have done something, and I think the Lakers looked into it. And I also think that they looked into the Larry marketing thing until he just re-signed for a max extension, so he's off the table. But yeah, guys, let me know if you guys think the Lakers did enough, or do you guys think that just re-signing your players is enough to compete? If not, let me know if the Lakers did nothing. In my opinion, they didn't do much. But let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about this. Do you guys think that the Lakers are going to make the playoffs, go into a deep playoff run? Will there be a play-in team? Do you guys think they'll miss the playoffs completely? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, YouTube.